Welcome to EffiChem's tutorial on quality process management and linking records. EffiChem is the only LIMS and QMS software integrating method validation and Part 11 record keeping. In the regulated lab, quality is important. Today, I'll show you how EffiChem helps you handle quality management. Let's get started. As you can see, I've already logged into EffiChem's most recent trial version, and I'm at the dashboard. There are several modules that help us deal with different parts of the quality process. For example, we see CAPA, but also observations, deviations, complaints, etc. If you're used to dealing with quality processes in your own facility, you're familiar with what these modules represent. If you don't deal with quality as a normal part of your work, but are intrigued, here's a quick explanation. Moving through the modules. CAPA, or corrective and preventive action, is some action which internally or externally the facility needs to take in order to prevent or correct a quality problem. CAPA comes from observations. Observations identify a problem or issue. Audits, of course, are reviews of the quality and quality management process. OOS, or out of spec, is a result or product which is not within its intended specifications. Deviations are a process that is outside of the specification. Risk, anytime you have a deviation or an out-of-spec result or another issue, you need to document a risk analysis. Complaints, that should be self-explanatory. All of these modules handle separate parts of the quality process. They are designed to be separate because each component is easier to manage, and auditors, either internally or externally, will need to trace each separately. But importantly, they can be linked together to cross-reference each part of the quality process. Here's an example. Let's say we have an internal audit. Here in the audit module, we've documented that audit. We can tell who conducted it, when it was conducted, and what was found. We see that the audit generated 1 CAPA and 3 observations. We can find each of these items by going to the References tab here. Now, we see that there should be 3 observations and 1 CAPA, but we only have 2 observations and 1 CAPA. So we'll add the third one. Click Add Links. Find Observations from the list of modules. Then select, in this case, Observation 4, which is the one we want to add to the list, and click OK. You have now cross-referenced these quality records in EffiChem. This is a valuable skill for the quality management process. Let's continue with our example. You know that there are some observations in this quality event. Let's look at one of them. This is observation 1. Now this observation references risk assessments. We can easily go to the risk assessment that's been referenced, either directly from this module or by viewing the risk module. You'll see that because I've linked the risk and observation together, each is visible in the other. I've also linked the original audit, which is also visible. And now you can go to each of these records in each module separately and see the record there, or you can view it through the linked reference. The same is true if, for example, you have a deviation or an out-of-spec result. You can cross-reference each part of the process easily so that a regulatory auditor can clearly see that you are taking the necessary steps to document your quality process. Of course, you do have to carry out your CAPA and correct observations and do training and make changes as required. But with EffiChem, it's easy to show that you've got the process under control. Thanks for watching. For more EffiChem tutorials, visit this page or www.effichem.com. Is there a specific question you have or tutorial you're missing? Don't hesitate to contact us or your local distributor, and we'll get you the information you need.